Lukas Gage offered up his apologies to Paris Hilton earlier this week after he arrived uninvited and underdressed to her multi-day wedding celebration in November. The 26-year-old White Lotus actor said he didn't even know it was the 41-year-old heiress' wedding, as his mutual friend who was invited just called it her party, he admitted on the March 6 episode of her podcast This Is Paris. Luckily, the two have since become fast friends, so there weren't any hard feelings between them. "I think the story got a little bit fumbled and maybe exaggerated," Lukas prefaced his explanation and apology. "I had a mutual friend that was there at the wedding, and he didn't tell me that it was a wedding," he explained. "He just said, 'Come to Paris party.' That party ended up being the third and final day of the Simple Life star's lengthy wedding. The Euphoria star wasn't just looking to crash a party though, as he admitted he was Paris' biggest fan and had been following her since she starred on The Simple Life and released her self-titled album. Literally, it's the best pop album ever made," he declared, adding that he had worshipped her since I was a little kid. The actor jumped on the opportunity and showed up in a disgusting t-shirt to what he assumed was the after-party of the wedding. "In the worst for doing that," he said, adding that he would have arrived in a nice suit and would have brought a gift if he knew he was coming to her wedding, even if it was only the third day of the celebration. He clarified, "I would have still crashed it," which got a laugh out of Paris. "However, I would have done it much more cutely." Paris replied, "Well, I'm not actually even mad," before admitting that she didn't even notice Lukas at the bash. It wasn't until Andy Cohen told her during a Watch What Happens Live appearance, but she and her husband Carter Reum were watching his HBO series The White Lotus at the time and loving it, so she wasn't mad at all. "I was actually like, oh, I wish I'd met him and we talked that night, but then I'm happy that we became friends," she said. Lukas joked that he was taking shots with the housewives before he and Paris briefly bumped into each other on the dance floor, which she vaguely remembered. The conversation turned to Lukas' career, and he admitted that his White Lotus role that Paris enjoyed was part of his strategy to break out in the film and television industry. He said that instead of selling out by taking a lead role in a CW or a Disney show where I'm the star of it but I'm miserable, he had opted for smaller parts in high-profile, critically acclaimed shows and films, such as Euphoria and The White Lotus. "Well, it's working," Paris said. Lukas opened his segment by complimenting Paris' smooth skin and getting her facial recommendations. She claimed she had never gotten any injectables, which shocked him, and he admitted that he was already starting to wonder if he should look into Botox or other skin smoothing treatments despite not even being in his late 20s yet. He referenced having scars on his face, the consequences of a beating he received in 2020, which he previously opened up about to V magazine in March 2020. Gage had been at a party when he was 18 and had been injured when he tried to stick up for a gay friend. "I was at a party, and my friend got beat up for being gay. I jumped in to protect him, and I got beat up, too," he shared at the time. "I broke my orbitals, my nose, my jaw. 8 of my teeth got knocked out. I had to get my face put back together." He recalled wondering while he was recuperating in the hospital, "If I die, will I have done everything I wanted to do?" The traumatizing event was part of what made him want to focus on acting. "I wasn't happy in school and I always wanted to go back to acting, so I was like, fuck it." "I am going to do it," he said. He added that his Euphoria storyline, in which he played a character who was brutally abused and beaten by Nate Jacobs, Jacob Elordi, actually helped me work through some